welcome back to my channel. Kazzy here, and in this video I'm going to be talking about my top 5 literary female characters so far. This is a Christmas jumper, and this probably is going to go up after Christmas because I'm currently filming this video on the 18th, and so by the time I film it, it's probably going to be after Christmas. What makes me so excited about this jumper is it has Princess Leia on it, and it has you stuck up half-wet scruffy looking Nerf herder on it. It's the best thing ever. And so I just wanted to wear my Christmas jumper in front of my Christmas tree. Because why not? And with all of the Star Wars movies being released in December, I think Star Wars is going to become a Christmas tradition. Just watch all of the Star Wars movies at Christmas. Yes. I think I'll do that. But that's not what we're here for today. We're here because I'm going to be talking about my top 5 literary female characters so far. If you know me and you've been around this channel for a while, you know I'm not the most widely read of readers, and I always struggle with saying that sentence, so I should probably try to reword that somehow. But yes, I am not the most read up of people. There are a ton of classics that I have not read because either A, they were not on the syllabus at school, or they weren't on the syllabus at university, or I just haven't read them. So those are the 3 excuses that I'm sticking to. So if you're expecting the likes of Elizabeth Bennet or Jane Eyre or some other kind of character to appear on this list, you might as well leave now, because like they're not going to appear in this. Like, I think only one classical character is in this, I think. So yep, let's just dive on in. So number 5 on this list is Kathy from East of Eden by John Steinbeck. I adore Kathy so much, and the reason why I love her so much is that I watched an adaptation of East of Eden with Jane Seymour playing Kathy, and it is my favourite role of Jane Seymour's to date. Never mind Dr. Michaela Quinn, never mind Solitaire from Live and Let Die. It is Kathy, because she's the most multifaceted character that Jane Seymour has ever played. There are times when she can be like all sweet and saccharine and all just like innocent, and then at the blink of a hat she's holding like a glass shard to your neck and threatening you. I love it so much. And so after I watched that adaptation, I read the book. I'm not 100% through with it, but I'm going to be getting there soon, I hope. Even with having watched East of Eden and read the book, I just love her character so much. She is so multifaceted, she's ambitious, she knows what she wants, she knows how to get it, and she is just deliciously evil. And so that's why I love her so much. And number 4 on this list is Verity from Meconium Barity by Elizabeth Green. I read this book because it was recommended I don't know how many times on Helium Bookland's channel. I read it and I was ridiculously confused by it. It is set in World War II, where Verity is at a prisoner of war camp, and she is supposedly working with the Nazis and this, that and the other, and she's a translator, and her other friend is a pilot, reserve pilot that helps deliver planes and soldiers and translators all over Europe. It's just about these 2 girls, and it's fantastic. I highly recommend that you read it. But with Verity herself, oh my goodness, that girl, she's just something else. I've never encountered a character like her before. She's one of these characters that you cannot explain easily. Like, you can't even explain her personality easily or her character. There's just something about her that is just amazing. As I said, when I was reading this, I was confused as to what she was doing, but then all of the strings started coming together, and then when it's told in 2 parts. The first part is Verity, and the other half is her friend Maddie. It all just came together, and oh my god, at the end I just wanted to cry because of Verity and what she did, and how these girls worked in World War II. And she just reminded me of Leia so much, because she has that like spunk and sassiness about her, and oh my goodness, I just loved her so much. At 3 is Annabeth Chase from the Percy Jackson series by Rick Riordan. Oh, how do I explain Annabeth? She is just brave, intelligent, unapologetic about that, strong, she knows how to fight, she doesn't take crap from anybody, and she's the daughter of Athena. If you don't know by now, Athena is my favourite of the Greek deities. My screen name is Kazziathena. There you go. And I watched the Percy Jackson movies before I read the books. Yeah, I know. So whenever I was reading the books, then eventually all I had was Alexandra Daddario in my head as her face, and that worked fine. But what I wasn't expecting from Annabeth is just how brave she is and how well her brain works. Like, she is just so smart. I was reading The Mark of Athena, which is the third book in the Heroes of Olympus series, and what that girl did in that book, holy sweet mother of Athena, amazing. So amazing. I know I wouldn't be able to do that, and especially, like, she faced down one of her biggest fears with a broken ankle. Spoiler alert, she just owned it. And that's one of the reasons why she's one of my favorite literary female characters. She's just one of these ones that just inspires you to be better, to be stronger, to be braver in the face of like an obstacle. Like, even if it's just something as trivial as a spider, you can overcome it. And that's what I loved so much about Annabeth. At number 2 is More Ghosts from The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley and The Wicked Day by Mary Stewart. You're probably wondering why More Ghosts? Like, isn't she like your favorite character in BBC's Merlin? Yep, she is. But also, she's a literary female character because in The Mists of Avalon by Marion Zimmer Bradley, she's the sister of Morgan, Morgana, whichever way you want to pronounce her name. But she's also wicked in it. She's also kind of like a secondary character to Morgan and Arthur, but I love her so much. Like, she's kind of just like foisted off to Orkney to marry King Lot and have like kids to him and give him an heir and just like, you know, be out of the way. But there's this one scene in it that I was just like, oh, damn, girl. I had the book literally to my face like this because I was just that enthralled by what she was doing. It was just phenomenal. I love her. And even in The Wicked Day by Mary Stewart, she is the one that has the son with Arthur. She is Mordred. In The Mists of Avalon, it's Morgan. In The Wicked Day, it's More Ghosts. Like, there's discrepancies between the legend who actually has Mordred with Arthur. And in The Wicked Day, she is so manipulative and conniving and scheming, but she also has this like motherly side that she puts on. She's kind of like Kathy from East of Eden that way. She has this side that like, she shows to people, and then she also has this like devil in it. I just love that about her. She just like has like this like split personality that I just absolutely love. The one thing that I just like despise about Arthurian legend or books that are based on the Arthurian legend is that More Ghosts always dies. I hate that. There are times when I'm like reading a couple of books that are based on King Arthur and I literally hate them because like Arthur is a chauvinist pig. He is so sexist and chauvinist that I just cannot stand him. Same thing with Merlin. And so I'm just like annoyed that my girls always die because, you know, the men always have to win. But nevertheless, I still love my girls so much because they're just so deliciously evil and wicked, and yep, that's why More Ghosts is at number 2. And before I reveal number 1, I probably could cheat and say that my number 1 is Captain Catherine Janeway from Star Trek Voyager because it is literature now. It has been literature since, you know, the novelization of Caretaker was released, so she's a literary character, and there's probably about like 20 to 40 books where she is a lead character, so I could cheat and say that my favourite female literary character is Captain Catherine Janeway. But I won't do that to you guys. I will be serious about it, and yes, that was my shoulder that just clicked if you heard that. But at number 1, numero uno, on this list of my top 5 literary female characters is, that was my attempt at a drum roll, Alma Le Fay Peregrine from Miss Peregrine's Home for I ruined that so much. And that is Alma Le Fay Peregrine from Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children by Ransom Riggs. I even adore the woman's freaking name. Alma, Spanish for soul. Le Fay, let me take it back to number 2. Morgause, Morgan Le Fay. Therefore, Morgause's surname is also Le Fay. Yes, 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 yes. And Peregrine, the woman can turn into a freaking peregrine falcon. Millennium Falcon. It's reeling me back in. Miss Peregrine. I love her so much. I will preface this by saying that whenever I read the books, I had Eva Green in my head as the face of her, not the photograph that Ransom Riggs provides. That's just a little side note. Even with that in my head, it doesn't change her character at all. She's still brave, she's still protective, she's still motherly, she's still like such a badass. Library of Souls. Oh my god. I could not get over what she did in that book. I was like, what? Oh my god, yes please. Love her so much. And like, the woman can turn into a peregrine falcon. Who would not love that ability? I love her character so much. I adore her. As I said, I'm not the most widely read of readers. Reword that. I haven't read a lot of books, but out of all of the ones that I have read, she is still the number one that I absolutely love. She reminds me so much of Helen Magnus from Sanctuary. Yep, managed to say Sanctuary in this video. Because of Miss Peregrine, then so many things like snowballed because of that. Because I love that series so much, I was able to do like graphic designs. I was able to do a couple of graphic manipulations where Magnus and Miss Peregrine are together. And that's what I think of when I think of Miss Peregrine's home. It's a sanctuary for these children, and this loop is a sanctuary in itself, and all of the other loops are other sanctuaries. Like Magnus has one in Old Town, aka Vancouver, and she has one in New York and London and Dubai and all of these other places all across the world. And it's just literally Miss Peregrine. She just reminds me so much of Miss Peregrine, and they're and I would like just like create these fantasies in my head that they were of the same ilk, that they are of the same time, and they know each other and communicate with each other, and they it just created such an amazing thing, and I got so excited by it and so inspired by it, and I just love Miss Peregrine and everything that she is, and she is my favorite female literary character at the moment. This is subject to change. I don't know who might be on this list next year. You never know. I might recreate this one next year and like have a completely different set of top 5 female characters. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? For all you know, I might just put Leia on it because she's also a literary character, because there are Star Wars books out there and Star Wars comics and Star Wars this, that, and the other. And yes, why am I just still like this? So there you have it, guys. Those are my top 5 female literary characters of the moment so far. Let me know what your top 5 are in the comments down below. Subscribe if you're new, and I will see you in my next video. Bye!